Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Now if you're new here, then don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't have to miss on any of my videos, and do subscribe. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up by tapping on the like button, and share your thoughts, your views in the comment section down below. Now I welcome you to today's discussion where we tackle a disturbing and unacceptable display of articism and sexism. Now in a shocking podcast segment, an Asian woman shares her misguided and harmful views on black men and women, perpetuating damaging stereotypes. But before I get into her outrageous comments, let's address the elephant in the room. What gives her, or what gave her rather, the right to speak on black experiences? As a non-black individual, firstly, she lacks the lived experience and understanding to comment on our bodies, our relationships, or our lives. But what gave her the audacity? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Now, in this cringe-worthy clip, she makes unsubstantiated claims about black men's physical attributes and falsely links them to us black women. Now, a panel member attempts to intervene, but she doubles down, ignoring logic and scientific fact. This is after she said that black men are known to have larger Ds, that making black women having big Hs. But another participant astonishingly agrees, validating her harmful narrative. Now, this isn't just ignorance, it's systemic articism and sexism. It's alarming that marginalized groups sometimes perpetuate harm against black people. Like, why? When will you recognize that our struggles are interconnected? Just when? And when we will stand together against oppressive ideologies, unlike you trying to fight us? But with that said, let's take a look into her video as my black brothers and sisters react. I will be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something kind of wild, but it's because I saw it somewhere. But I don't know if we might have to cut it out. But anyways, someone said that the reason why some girls are tighter than others is because, it has nothing to do with that. They said that it's because, like, ethnicity-wise, like black men have, are known to have larger, so therefore the women have
makes sense.
bigger. And then
that doesn't make sense.
Waking up with black women on your mind, it must be hard. It must be hard that black women living rent free in your head. To make comments on a group of people's body parts, like, it seems like people will find every and any angle to try to diminish black women. And you know what? When you hear pick-me's talk, you can't even be mad at them, because they would say every and anything in order to please the people in front. Even the people in front of them, it's like, well, this doesn't make sense, and you're still trying to push it. And the fact that you are a part of another marginalized group and you're trying to kick down another group of people in that group is wild behavior. It costs absolutely nothing to keep black women out your mouth. It costs absolutely nothing to keep black people out your mouth. It's free. Nobody's charging you just to be quiet. The fact that you utilize a whole group of people for clicks and views, knowing that it was a crazy statement because you stated that at the beginning, is nasty work. People, you gotta do better.
I think that there is a joke between other ethnic groups that black people aren't in on. I think that there is like a secret competition where they have these private group chats and they discuss who can say the most ignorant thing about black people today. I'm starting to think like there's a joke we just not in on, because the way they think and speak about black people as if we aren't human, it's as if whether it's black men, black women, both, we're just objects. We're just our style. We're our body parts. We're beings, and that's it. Like, who said, the fact that she thought that and said it out loud for people to hear and doubled down on it.
So, Under the Influence podcast was talking about how black women are loose down there. Black women have loose flower. Y'all know what a flower is. A girl's flower. Yes, a girl's flower. They were talking about how they're loose. I just have a question to my black girls. Is it true? like, how is an Asian woman talking about black women's flower being loose? Maybe she's looking at her and she feels insecure about her being so small. So she's like, okay, well, let me pick something that I feel like other women will be insecure about. Or maybe she feels like a lot of black girls nowadays, they're dating Asian men. And maybe they're stealing Asian men due to the looseness of your flower down there, guys. Black women, stay away from Asian men, because if you do not, Asian women will come for y'all and talk about how y'all are not tight down there. You know, the only people that can confirm this are people that are married to black men that are married to Asian women, and Asian men that are married to black women. They're the only people that can confirm this. We cannot confirm this. Even y'all yourself cannot confirm it. Okay? Because y'all can't do anything to your flower. But that's so funny too. Sorry. Dear black women, I'm so sorry, but your flower is loose down there. Go and fix it. The only thing is we don't got a BBL for that. Next.
I know this is going to come across as very hateful, but I just want to say, I feel like podcast equipment should come with background checks or just some type of screening, whatever it takes. Like, just make it more expensive in general, just to stop people from making podcasts. I don't know what it is. And I know this is going to make a lot of people mad, especially people with the XY chromosomes, but I just want to say, you don't need a podcast. You don't. What you actually need is to utilize the voice memos on your phone. Maybe the notes app. Just don't make that podcast. Don't make that podcast, because I feel like every single week there's a podcast scandal. There's something going on. Someone is talking about what someone said on a podcast, but in reality, do you even need a podcast? Because what do you even talk about on there? So if you could do me a little favor and cancel your overnight Amazon order for that mic, that swivel set, that lighting, just cancel it all. Don't make that podcast, please.
I love how black women came together to shut down that crappy men's podcast. We shut them down so bad, baby. Them views is cut, okay? Them followers were drained, okay? I just love when black women, when we come together and we say, are you talking about us? Shut that down. Shut that down. You thought you was gonna key about us and we came and we destroyed? Amen. That's all I ever want. That's all I ever fight for. That's it. For black women to do what we do best. Be the best and shut down the worst. If we could come together on more things like this, we could conquer the world. We can conquer everything. Nobody will be able to try us. Black American women have so much power. Like us alone, we have so much power on the industry, on everything, okay? I wholeheartedly believe if black women came together on most things, we could shut down entire brands, okay, that were racist, that didn't like black women. We could literally shut it down. But we all got to get on one accord, and that's all my page is about, get on one accord. But anyway, shout out to us.
So black women have naturally deep, wide sets because black men have big Now, if I get on here and say I know for a fact hers is built like a dead squid limb, smells like a gallon of garbage juice, 2 bottles of expired buttermilk ranch from the farmer's market, and a dead priest, I'm going to be a... It's okay to get on the internet and say crazy. When you are saying crazy shit for the validation of men, if you think that you have to be a dead brain Disney to get some, my sister, you are trying too hard, they will free. Next time, just try shutting the...
Imagine following a black woman, that's me, I'm the black woman, and going on your podcast to say some ignorant shit like this. This is an all-time low. You really resorted to racism, misogyny, misogynoir to get picked? Was it really worth it? And I don't know which one of the guys on the couch was talking about some that makes sense, because y'all do realize that was a dig at Asian men too. I am so sick of the fetishization and the objectification of black bodies, because there is just a total lack of respect here. She said in the beginning that we might have to cut what she's about to say out, which was a clue right there that whatever she was about to say was better left unsaid, but she said it. And So many people saw that clip and thought it was okay to keep in. Are you serious? It's almost as if they see black people as memes, hence the username, and objects for their entertainment, and not real people that have feelings. Esther, do better and throw the whole damn podcast away.
Let me get this straight. I get to be dehumanized, experience misogyny, experience racism by all men, including my own men in my race. I also get to be stereotyped as the angry black woman, ghetto, loud, ratchet, and nappy-headed. Oh, and lazy. And now we've added a new one. Now I also have to worry about men looking downstairs, wondering, how loose is it? Thank you, Esther.
Y'all, it is almost 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I am still here stuck on the fact that that girl really sat up on that podcast with her full chest and proudly proclaimed that she believes black women have bigger than other women because black guys have bigger than other men. And the fact that she had the audacity to wrap that statement up with, I don't know, I heard it from somewhere. Let me ask you a question, Esther. Where did you hear that? Quickly, who did you hear that from? An 8th grader with a fiction? Are you having race science discussions with Peter Griffin? The most concerning part of this is the fact that you would hear that and then immediately just interpret it as immutable fact. You didn't take a moment to question it and say, that sounds a bit preposterous. You want to know what I really think happened here, Esther? Assuming you didn't get your clearly very brief education entirely from an 1860s biology textbook, you just made that up. You ran out of things to say in that hollow skull, and that just came down the assembly line. Every single person on that podcast is absolutely under the influence of something, and the substance in question is juice.
Guys, what I can just say is that the podcast featuring this Asian woman spewing these R to the cis and sexist stereotypes about black men and women is just a stark reminder of the damaging consequences of internalized oppression. Her unsubstantiated claims, devoid of scientific fact, demonstrated breathtaking audacity, born from ignorance and a misguided sense of superiority. Now, this disturbing display is rooted in the model minority theory. I now understand why people use this, where some Asian individuals believe they've transcended marginalized status by embracing palm color ideologies. But hello, newsflash, no matter how hard you try, palm coloredness will never accept you as equal. You will remain marginalized perpetually, stuck in limbo. Now, this Asian lady's rhetoric isn't just hurtful, it's counterproductive. Instead of solidarity with fellow marginalized groups, she chooses to perpetuate harmful stereotypes like, fueling division and animosity. That's what you can do best. Her actions just demonstrate a profound lack of understanding about intersectionality, where marginalized groups face unique struggles, but our experiences intersect and inform one another. Systemic articism, where institutions, not individuals, perpetuate articism, and scientific fact, where her claims have no basis in reality. By peddling palm color supremacist ideologies, she validates art to the cis narratives, undermines black voices, and reinforces harmful power dynamics. Now, this isn't just about one individual's ignorance, it's about the broader implications. Perpetuating intra-marginalized group conflict, distracting from systemic issues, and emboldening palm color supremacy. To you Asian people who are like her, I urge you to recognize the harm caused by internalized oppression, because this is damaging you, and it's damaging the relationship that you have with other marginalized groups. Because why would you think this is just right to say? And to make matters worse, on a podcast? Hello? Black women report higher rates of adult assault. And I now see the reason why. And S objectification compared to other races. S objectification serves as a reminder that black women's bodies are viewed as S objects based on R to the cis or S sexist ideologies. Now, society socializes women to believe that our value rests upon our physical appearance and that our bodies are meant to be examined and judged by others. And me just hearing this coming from another woman, I am surprised that this is coming from another woman, but not shocked, because black people always live rent-free in other people's minds. Black people this, black people that. it's always black people. Like everyone has something to say about black people, including other marginalized groups. Now, this takes us back to the days of slavery. For instance, negative racialized and gendered stereotypes about black women, such as the hyper-essalized Jezebel, were created during slavery to justify palm color slave owners as violence against black women. Black women still contend with these negative stereotypes in present day and may be perceived as more as and experience more as objectification in comparison to other races. Now, this is where the model minority theory comes in. A tool of divide and conquer, which has been used to pit marginalized groups against each other by perpetuating the notion that certain groups, particularly Asian Americans, have achieved success through hard work and assimilation. This theory ignores systemic racism and perpetuates harmful ideologies, and these are the harmful ideologies. One devastating consequence is the adoption of palm color supremacist ideologies by other marginalized groups, leading to the objectification and marginalization of black women and men. Now, this internalized oppression allows individuals to disregard the struggles and experiences of black people, instead using harmful stereotypes and biases to further their own interests. The recent podcast debacle where an Asian woman spewed these out to the system as sexist stereotypes about black men and women is a stark example. Her words, devoid of scientific fact, demonstrate a breathtaking audacity born from ignorance and a misguided sense of superiority. Now, this isn't just individual ignorance, it's systemic racism at play. By embracing palm color ideologies, marginalized groups participate in their own oppression. They become complicit in perpetuating harmful power dynamics, validating racist narratives, and undermining black voices. Now, this intra-marginalized group conflict distracts from systemic issues, embodying palm color supremacy. Maybe she thought that she ate, but this is a no. Like, how did you know that all black women are like that? And how did you know that all black men are like that? I don't know what you guys think, but share your thoughts as well in the comment section, and let's have a conversation there. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another video.